my name is Brooke Weber, and this is my presentation on mergers and acquisitions. First, what is a merger or acquisition? This is an umbrella term that refers to the consolidation of companies or assets. Under mergers and acquisitions, there are many different transactions that can occur. The first one is a merger, which is when company 1 acquires company 2. Next is an acquisition, which is when company 1 acquires the majority shares in a second company. A consolidation creates a whole new company entirely. And a tender offer is when company 1 acquires the outstanding shares of a second company. Next, an acquisition of assets, which is when one company buys the assets of another, or management acquisition, which is when executives within a company buy the majority shares in their own company. When looking at mergers and acquisitions by the number, you can see that in 2017, there were over 50,000 mergers or acquisitions worldwide, equating to $3.5 trillion in value. The number of acquisitions was actually up 2.9% from 2016, while the value of all mergers and acquisitions in that year was actually down 2% from 2016. From the graph on the screen, you can see the number of mergers and acquisitions, as well as the value of said mergers and acquisitions, have been increasing in trend since the mid-1980s. Looking more specifically in the mergers and acquisitions from North America, there were over 18,000 mergers or acquisitions in 2017, which equated to $1.8 trillion in value. The number of mergers and acquisitions was up 19% from 2016, while the value of said transactions was down 2% from 2016. Again, from the graph, you can see the number of mergers and acquisitions has been increasing overall in trend since the mid-1980s. Now I will look at some reasons for mergers and acquisition. These include increasing synergy for the overall value of the company, rapid growth into new markets, or gaining unique capacities such as competencies or resources you lacked. Additionally, there is the ability to diversify your company's cash flow and lower your tax liability, as well as personal incentives for managers, as managing a bigger company typically comes with greater prestige and salary benefits. Going into the advantages of doing a merger and acquisition, there is speed of entry into new markets, as well as building market share and gaining resources and competencies you lack. Additionally, there's the ability to meet shareholder expectations and gain financial benefits, as well as the ability to remove entry barriers. However, there are disadvantages such as financial fallout from difficult mergers and acquisitions, as well as a hefty cost associated with them. There's also the risk of not having proper integration into company culture or diversifying into industries that are too different from the ones you're currently in. Lastly, there's the risk of underprepared managers or distraction from your operations during the merger and acquisition process. Next, we will look at a few mergers and acquisitions. The first is when AOL purchased Time Warner in January of 2000 for $164 billion, making it one of the largest ever. Additionally, there is when Verizon purchased Vodafone's 45% stake in their company for $130 billion, allowing Verizon to take full control of their company. Next are cross-border mergers and acquisitions, such as when Vodafone of the UK purchased Monsamon of Germany for $180 billion, allowing Vodafone to become the largest mobile operator. Next is when Qualcomm of the US bought NXP Semiconductors of the Netherlands for $47 billion, allowing the US company to gain the largest chip manufacturer for the auto industry. Lastly are a few failed mergers and acquisitions, such as when Kraft Heinz tried to buy Unilever for $205 billion. However, they were ultimately unsuccessful due to their hostile reputation they received within Unilever and the lack of strategic merit for turning down a previous offer by Unilever. Lastly is when Pfizer tried to buy Allergan, which is an Irish company, for $160 billion. However, due to changes in U.S. Treasury rules that were aiming at curbing tax-cutting inversion deals, the deal was ultimately unsuccessful. Thank you.